Good morning, all my friends from all over. How are you doing on this beautiful Sunday morning? I am a little quiet today. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let me see if I can turn up the mic. Working on my Santa Claus belly. There, I turned it up a little bit, and it was only like 20% more to go before full blast. And I'll speak up some. So, so, good morning, people. How are you doing today? It is 45 degrees outside in Jackson, Ohio. It's got that autumn feel for it. It really does get that fall feeling. It hasn't frosted yet. Start making the leaves really change colors. It's kind of a slow grind, but it's chilly in the mornings. Chilly at night. We got things today that'll warm you up, make you feel just alive and just well-being and kind of feeling good. That's what we want to do here today, is just everybody feel good. So we're going to try. My phone is going crazy. There's no place to turn it up. Get my thing, my apron. My sister-in-law made me, little old Ashley. She's a sweetheart. My brother Eli is a good guy too. He's a sweetheart when he wants to be. So they're good people. I love them. Made me the curtains you see in the background. All those curtains around the house. Ashley made me those. Two girlfriends, my mom, all bailed out on me on making curtains over the last 30 years, 20 years since I've been here. A couple people. And finally, I got curtains in here. I don't know, about 3 years ago, and it's pretty nice. They're nice color, nice gold to match the cabin red, and everything's got that just warm kind of fall vibe. My birthday's in a couple weeks, my 50th birthday. It's going to be grand celebrations. We're going to make a cake, and we're going to make some Kinder's hamburgers on the grill, and some French fries, or maybe deep fried, something like that. The world's crispiest fries, or something like that, in a foodie. We'll just have a good time. I think that sounds good. I haven't made those in a while. Those sound really good. And just have a good time. That's on the 26th. My birthday's on the 27th. So my 50th, I'm sharing with you, family. Gonna bring in my crowd. It's hard out there. Share my heart with those that are here, and wish the best for those that aren't. That's what we got to do. That's exactly what we got to do. So, the weekend review. So, how has this week been? Well, luckily, I think all the knock on wood, contractor warranty issues have been taken care of. I haven't found any water leaks. I haven't looked under the mobile home. I got to do that today. Before all the cold weather starts, all the insulation is all buttoned up underneath and ready to go for wintertime. And like I said, I got to check that and make for sure. And I think we're ready. I think we're ready on that part. Yesterday, I mowed the grass for the last time in 2025. I've officially put the lawnmower deep into the shed and covered it all up with all my stuff off the porch, all my shelving for all my plants and all that kind of stuff. Putting it in the shed, locking it up with a master lock, and saying, I will see you in the spring. I am done. I am done this year mowing grass. It has been a hellacious, hellfire, solar flare, hot ass summer. It has been cooking. And we were in a drought for about a month, 6 weeks before the last rains a couple weeks ago, and the grass greened up, of course. It all went to seed again. It went to seed last time I moved it a couple weeks ago. And it was green though. It looked like it could get mowed. They come over, the lawn people that come in and they take care of some of the older retirees' lawns. They were all they shaved the hell out of it. They shaved it. So it made mine look like it was only about that tall. Made it look like it was about that tall. When after they shaved theirs all down to a buzz cut. So I got out there and I mowed it down and did what I had to do. It looks good though. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks good. So that made me feel good after I looked back and I looked back and said, look what I've done. This is grand. But before I did that, my dad was here the other day, and mom and dad were picking up groceries here at the Kroger's, and they stopped by to say hi, kind of checking in. I was checking on them, and love, 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 and it was good to see him. It's been a little while, and we traded some paperwork and stuff too. And turned back around from there. Dad's like, I just had that $890 freaking service ticket done on the truck, the Escape, Ford Escape, and he's like, man, that thing could get washed. I said, I haven't washed it all year. Man, Eldon, that thing could get washed. It only costs $5. I said it costs $25 if you get the waxes and the hairdo done and all this other kind of stuff. He said, oh, just $5, $6. I said, where do you get it done at? I said, I Scrubbly Bubble. It was over here on Main Street. So I said, they keep the brushes clean. I went over there yesterday and got the car washed because I felt bad, and it did need it. It did need it. And turned back around from there. The place looked rough. I hadn't been there in a year, and it done got worn out. So I found a good bay, put it in there, scrubbed it all down, did everything, scrubbing, 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 spray, spray, spray. Till my arms hurt, my forearms hurt. That power washer was good, nice, heavy duty, power washing everything off of it. Scrubbing with the scrub brush, make sure there was no gunk. The country boys around here like cleaning out their pickup trucks, and they get all kinds of funk and gunk in the brush, and they just like just just hell on it. They are just hell on it. So got it all cleaned out, did all that, scrubbed it all down, put some wax on it, put a clear coat on it, put a rinse free or spot free rinse on it, and got out of there. The hood, some gunk got on the hood for something. I was driving behind something, or one of the kids in the neighborhood sprayed soda pop on it or something, and it's kind of got that tarnished look a little bit to it. But you'll have that. It's getting old. It's about 14 years old. It's paid for though. And turned back around from there. Got home, took pictures, sent them to my folks. Oh, I got the truck washed. I got the yard mowed. Look what I did. I got the yard mowed last time in 2025. And then I went to the Amish vegetable stand. Went over there and picked up some apples. I've been munching on 3 apples already all night. I've been up all night. Munching on some apples. Some yellow apples. They were very good. And, well, got some yellow apples and 3 cucumbers, 4 apples and 3 cucumbers. Everything's pricey, but they're big. Look how big they are. For $6, so I didn't think that was awfully bad. So went there and did that. Mom was like, "Oh, they're gonna get some." She sent me pictures of peppers and squash, and she had all kinds of stuff. She's like, "You gotta get over there." I'll go over there, Mom. Okay. So I got me some apples, some cucumbers I can munch on. So it's great. So did that. And then just picked up some of the house, cleaned the bathroom. I got to go through and I got to sweep and mop after I get done with the show, and clean up the kitchen real good as I usually do, and that'll be done. So that's my personal life. I missed my therapy this week because my uh, parts my parts were ordered from my truck on Tuesday, and I got them Wednesday, or the shop got them, the dealership got them Wednesday, got them shipped in, and they said bring the truck back, tomorrow and Wednesday. So I did. So I spent Wednesday morning about 3 hours inside the dealership waiting on them to get the truck done. 2 rotors, brakes on one side, caliper hoses on both sides, caliper on one side, and rotate and balance the tires, and the thing's driving great. So, $890 worth of great. So that was that. See what else happened this week. Missed therapy, like I mentioned. It's trying to so much stuff in my head. You got to get it all out at once. Um, Therapy, had to cancel it. So got to come back and do that kind of thing. So not this week. My week of the 21st, when I see the psychiatrist and then I see the therapist that Wednesday and psychiatrist on Tuesday. Got to go to West Virginia. Truck's ready to rock and roll. Got some gas in it yesterday too. So just running around like crazy. See, well, other than that, it has been an adventurous week for Bungie and Destiny. They have really, really taken a pounding. They have really taken a lot of flack. They made some more decisions to take out Russia and China and a lot of those companies that about 11% of their gamers, their players, and that's really hurt the numbers. They didn't have everything ready for the portal, in my opinion, and that's really hurt a lot of numbers. And the way they did things and the management decisions to do that really hurt numbers. And I mentioned it wasn't posted. This is being posted that Sony's got like $2.6 billion plus all the other money they've spent on it. In the meantime, $1 billion in Marathon and Destiny and all that kind of stuff, and they want an ROI, return of investment. They want some type of money back out of that company. So they're gonna get Destiny to work, get Renegades to work. They're putting their manpower into that. They're trying to get Marathon off the ground. I'm gonna buy a copy of it. I may since it's half price from what a regular game is, I might buy James a copy of it. And that'll be our variety gameplay. We'll play some marathon. I think that'd be a great little Christmas present. The Edge of Fate, yeah, it's exciting, that kind of thing, but marathon. Totally new, something fun. He can be my squad mate. I need a squad mate too. I need somebody. So might as well buy him in. I think that'd be great. So that's what I'm going to do on that. Then of course I'm going to buy it. So support Bungie, support the creators, and that kind of thing. They've gone through a lot of hard times. They're kind of restructuring. They haven't said it out loud, but that's what it seems. They're restructuring things, and those changes are always hard. Compared to the layoffs and everything else, those are just as hard. Restructuring is just as hard as that. Then they'll probably put some more money, or are putting more money into it, depending on how things are going. I don't know. I don't see the numbers. I have no idea. This is my experience talking. So I think, in my opinion, Sony's dumping some money into it, dumping some money into Marathon, and really gonna have these games really take off and that kind of thing, in Renegades and then Marathon. They're really gonna shine, I think, then. We'll bring players back, bring new players in. I think the diversity of the two, but the familiarity of it will do that. So don't give up hope. Like I said, try some variety stuff. There's Battlefield 6, Call of Duty 7. There's all kinds of Peak. I like that game. There's another game out there. Claire Obstacle 33 or Expedition 33. That's a beautiful game. The Japanese female samurai. The story of a Tori, Sony release only. That's a beautiful game. Beautiful. So there's other things you can diversify. So you play other games and do other things and do stuff like that, and still watch some of the streamers. Support the streamers. Support Bungie. Kind of cleave away, and I mean cleave. These naysayers, these negative Nancy's, these people that are just totally bashing Bungie, cleave them away. Ban them, block them, just, you gotta separate. Anybody that's that negative, that hateful, that just disparaging to something, is just not healthy. It's not healthy for your mentals. So those streamers that are really negative out there and everything else, you gotta put them on block, write their name down somewhere else, or don't go into their feed. Just give it some time until they're playing something else, something they can be a little happier with, and just give them some space. Numbers, you can't go out there and say, hey, I don't like you being negative Nancy. It's shitting all over the game I like. Excuse me, it's supposed to be rated G. And just terrorizing the hell out of it. Yes, it's got problems, but let's talk about the problems. Let's talk about solutions. Let's talk about answers. Let's talk about good things. Let's talk about how to improve the bad things. And let's not hash on, all the mistakes and everything else. There's been a ton of them. Management is really screwed up at Bungie HQ. They have really screwed the pooch. And Sony's coming in there with new management, new restructuring. It's probably going to get released sometime at the end of the quarter, the start of the new year, Marathon. probably release something, maybe triple it or just go out and say it, but they are restructuring. So, keep the hope. Keep the hope. I love this game. Some people have been playing this game for 10 or 11 years, done everything 1,000 times, 10,000 times. I haven't. And there's a lot to learn for me. There's a lot of playtime left. There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of growing for me to do. There's a lot of fun experiences and just good times to be had in Bungie. And Destiny 2. In Bungie 2, I'm playing Marathon. I'm going to play Marathon. Unless a lightning bolt strikes me and I can't do nothing about that. But we're going to do that. We. We're going to have good times. Good morning, Dan Brew. Okay, Dan, be careful out there. And really, hang in there and see it through. A lot of people know the Battle of Cyrus or the Osiris times where things were really, really bad. I read something this morning that said that Bungie said they didn't know what they were gonna do because the numbers are so bad through the Iris, Cyrus, or whatever it was, and they were weeks away from shutting it down. They're not shutting it down. They're gonna restructure it to where it works, to cost effectiveness, manpower effectiveness. They're really working, and I assure you, it's a business, and they got a lot of money invested in it. Now, if you're a stream, now so keep your hope. You know, do other things. There's other streamers out there. Like I said, if the negative ones, the all hateful, Zavaler, from what I understood, was getting a lot of negative mail and negative hate on her postings on her YouTube channels and everything else. And she's got like 120,000 followers. The girl is brilliant. I think I've said it. She's got a lot of street smarts. And she shined again the other day. She's like, I'm tired. I don't know what to do. She's coming through this and she's coming out the other side. So she got the attitude. Now, what I would tell the people that would listen, and there may not be very many of those, may take my disability as a big negative chunk and a hit where I'm incapable of doing a lot of things and stuff like that, may just say, well, this guy doesn't have a clue. I can tell you, stay loyal to Bungie streamers. I'm telling you, build those relationships, build the marathon relationship, get in there, pay a little bit of money, do what you got to do, get that marathon thing going, get on their good side, support the Bungie, get a hold of your rep, talk to them, say, hey, is there any ideas? Can you do anything that, for me to help, build good feelings and stuff like that? Anything I can say, any press releases or anything like that? And work with them. I really love Bungie. Talk the shop, talk it. I'm, I'm feeling a lot of pain from my viewers, my players, my gamers, that they're hurting out there. They are hurting. So anything we can do to support them, make things better for them. And talk to Bungie, talk to Destiny. Build that new avenue, that new lane in Marathon. Just start building it out in Bungie. So do your homework and then diversify. It is always smart to diversify. So diversify. They had Fallout 4 was doing a creators thing. They were doing all these creator things everywhere. And basically from there, you see what else you can do with that. Add on to it and that kind of thing. And bring up your viewer count, get people interested. But a lot of that viewer count and activity and reception, positive reception, and everything else is based on the streamer's attitude. You gotta keep a good attitude. There's people that say, keep a good attitude, Eldon. Keep the positive flowing. You gotta do it. Keep the positive flowing. And it is so true. When you put a lot of positive energy out there, I've done it in sales and tech and everything else, it'll come back for you. It'll come back to you. So the amount of positive energy you put out into the environment to people and everything else comes back to you. And you weed out those haters and those gross people, you know who I'm talking about, and get them out of there. Weed them out. Just take them off. And keep that positive attitude and do positive things. I know it's real hard on the mentals. It is hard on the mentals when everybody you hear around you is being negative. Silence those voices. Get them out of your chat. Get them out of your streamer friends or whatever else if they're just saying, hey man, I don't like where you're going with this. Let's catch up in 6 months and we'll see how things are. And draw a hard line and really, really dedicate yourself to being a successful entrepreneur. That's the way you do it. Positive. And you got to put the work in. I see a lot of these people going to Paris and taking pictures by the Eiffel Tower. That's also got 120 or a quarter of $1 million or a quarter of $1 million or a quarter of a million viewers. So he's making the bank every month. Him and his wife or his fiance or whatever, and the dogs they went out to the Eiffel Tower and he says, I'm taking a break from Destiny. Oh, I'm taking a break. Oh, I don't care the negativity and everything else. Well, it's good to take a break, clear your mentals. I know I've had a couple days off this week and it's done a lot of positive things for me just taking a break. But you got to get in the trenches. You got to get in there and fight the fight. You will be recognized as heroes and glorious things that you have achieved and done, and the things that you built with your own little paws. You can do it. And those other people that are taking a month off or 6 weeks off or 6 months off or whatever they're doing, their viewers are going to go down. It's hard to recover a lot of those people, those viewers, those chatters, those gamers. Once you start losing, bleeding off those subs and everything else, it's a constant. What have you done for me now? What have you done for me lately? Kind of thing. So stay at it. Stay hard at work. Do a nice low tempo, but keep the positive energy and diversify. Then also, I see a lot of people doing it. I see a lot of names that I'm starting to catch up on to that's dropped into my chat. Thank you very much. Thank you, streamers. And gone to other streamers that I watch. And they're building relationships. They're networking. This is a great time to share band players or viewers or chatters. Band chatters and share the information amongst each other. Techniques, troubleshooting, software ideas, software helps, software that works. There's so much just experience you have that you had to figure out on your own that you can share. And build allies and friends. Information, knowledge is the greatest asset you can have. You always hear me say, one of the things I did the most once I figured it out at 23 is I learned as much as I could. They couldn't take it away from me if I had to go to another job or do something else or whatever. They punished me or do whatever they were doing. I always had that information. I learned about everything new, everything going on, and I became one of the best. And I was one of the last ones to get laid off when the restructuring. So it is very important. It builds your self worth. It builds your worth to others. It builds your worth to other companies, that experience and everything else. It is a beautiful thing to have. So keep the attitude, networking to other streamers, and pick and choose. There's a ton of them out there. Some of them are falling like flies, but pick them, work with them, check them out, see if you like their attitude, and network. Do co-streams and all that kind of stuff. Now I've also heard that Twitch was running low on cash. Amazon just got a settlement. It had to settle for $2.1 billion on false practices of prime entrapment is basically what it was. And the long story short, entrapment. And they had to pay $1 billion to government officials or whatever I think it was. And then they have paid $1.1 billion to people. So if you've had a prime and during that time, and if you're eligible, they're going to send you a check. So keep that in mind. That not that you're going to get a check. If you do, well, it's not a good sign. Is what I'm going to get to. Basically, that's a $2.1 billion hit to their bottom line. So they're going to be scraping everything they can off of everything. If it ain't making money, it's going to get banged in the head. And basically to recover that for the stock price. The holiday's going to be rough this year because everybody's getting laid off again, getting all that kind of stuff. And people are out of money. People are, not spending the money. They're holding on to it. I think there's going to be some awesome deals. But I've spent a lot of mine, so I'm only nickel and diming the deals this year. But I'm on the lookout. I am on the lookout. And basically from there, they're going to be struggling to re- recover that lost revenue. So you're going to see things like the Septembers and all those kind of things, and they're going to restructure things so they're more profitable, and that's what business does. That's capitalism. If it ain't working, they cut it, they gut it, and they do something different. And they go through and knock it down until it's somewhere where it makes money. So be aware of that. So don't go off spending all your money. Oh, I'm going to Paris, the Eiffel Tower. Oh, I'm making buku dollar. Well, hell, they could change the sub accounts, the partnership programs. They could change all kinds of stuff because they got to recover more cost. Everything's going up on top of it and get some more money. So things are changing. That's one thing that's guaranteed in life, your personal life. I can contest to that, the stories I've told, and business and the world, things change, and that change is here big right now. A lot of things, when money gets tight, things start changing. Companies start going out of business. People start restructuring, shrinking, you know, divisions that weren't making money. So just save your money, work hard, network, so the next thing that comes up, you'll be ready. Get that contact information, get the emails, the text. Be a professional. So, sometimes I don't seem like that. I got some issues, yes. I'm not as near, not even half as good as what I used to be. But think about it. Got my apron on, my Star Wars. I can't wait till Renegades. It's gonna be so fun. All right. So what we got here this morning is butternut. I got the little one. The other one's humongous. Butternut squash. He had a sticker on them too from Michigan. I don't like everything comes from Michigan, but you know, he looks mighty fine. He looks mighty fine. So what we got here from the Pioneer Woman, her website. If you go to Discord, you can check this out and get this. We'll do this. Okay, what we have here is butternut squash with salmon fillets in the foodie. And then the Pioneer Woman. It says 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 medium butternut squash. That's a medium, and he's just going to be the one. We're not going to do all that. Halved and seeded, kosher salt and black pepper, 1 lab of spicy breakfast sausage, 4 garlic cloves minced, 1 small red onion diced fine, 6 ounces of creamy mushrooms trimmed and chopped, 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh sage, 1 cup of Chivano kale. Okay, for the creamy mushroom, I got baby bellows. That's what I got. And I just got regular chopped up kale. The sage, I got plenty of sage. It's got some pretty big limbs in there. We'll see what we end up having. It looked like enough. I got 2 of them. 1 bag of microwavable brown rice. I had to go out and get it yesterday. Ready rice bins. I love these. I'll tell you a bachelor mistake way back in the day. I got these, and I was like, oh, yeah, some rice. Oh, I just throw it in the microwave. So I put it in the microwave, 90 seconds. About 45 or 60 seconds into it, I hear this pop. And I'm like, what in the hell was that? I didn't open it up. I just threw it in there. And it blew stuff everywhere. Rice was all over the inside of my microwave. It was something fierce. But I got it. 1 cup of grated Gruyere cheese, 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley, 1/4 cup of fresh grated Parmesan. Preheat oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Line a rim sheet with a parchment paper. Our grilling plate. So it's had some wear on it. It's got some experience on Sunday cooking, Bachelor Cooking. I'll put some parchment paper on that. We'll get that fired up. Oil and season the squash with a generous pinch of salt and pepper. Place the squash cut side down on the prepared sheet. Place the outside of the skin with a sharp paring knife several times. Roast until the squash is tender, 40 to 45 minutes. Meanwhile, in the brown the sausage in a large skillet over medium heat, crumbling it as it cooks, 5 to 6 minutes. Remove from bowl. sausage in this large skillet. Add the garlic. Okay. There's the sage, organic. This is the maple. Don't want to leave it set down too long. Should be plenty. What else was there? Mushrooms. The baby Bella. Cut. Everything else cleaned, washed. And they gave me some monster onions. I think I should chop that up. Kale. Chopped kale. So we got that. Stir brown rice. Season with a generous pinch of salt and pepper. Stir well. Heat through. Transfer the mixture to a bowl with the sausage. Add the guru. 2 tablespoons of parsley. Stir to combine the parsley. Look at that. Remove the squash from the oven using a spoon. Scrape some of the flesh from the neck of the squash, creating a small trench. Adding the removed flesh to the bottom of the well where the seeds have been. Divide the filling mixture between the squash, filling up the seed well and neck. Return squash to the oven and bake it until the cheese is fully melted and the filling is hot throughout. 10 to 12 minutes. A little confusion on the cheese, but we'll have to get it. So, what do we do first? We're going to cut up some. The kale's cut. Mushrooms are cut. Alright. See what we got here. Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully that's big enough. Alright. So we gotta fry the sausage, then put all this in. So we gotta measure everything out. Brown the sausage, crumbling, cook fire. Add the garlic. Okay, garlic. 4 garlic cloves minced. Oh, eat that one. All right. See what we got going on here. You know, when you're looking to network, a lot of people like to, I've seen in this streaming thing, like to jump on the bandwagon of people that are doing good, that are catching a lot of subs, catching a lot of new people, just made partner. When the hype is hot, a lot of the a lot of streamers jump on board on their chats. Which, okay, I can see support and all that, yes. But what you want is people, they may not have more numbers than you or whatever else, but you want to have people that have the same work ethic as you do, or better, so you can admire them and improve your own lot. Well, Jessica, she works all kinds of hours and does a good job. Maybe I should put some more time in with. She had a great idea of doing XYZ. Maybe we can collab. So look for people like that, and watch out for the people that are jumping on just because you're popular or something like that. Go for the real people. You know, I've seen a lot of good people out there and get meet up and make friends and expand their viewership and be happy. A prime example of that is it's Chantel, Violet Shade, and Ilsa. They all bring different skill sets and attitudes to the group, but they make a hell of a trio. They just the magic, and that's really what it is, magic. Now they all got, I don't know, about 10,000 viewers a piece and that kind of thing. So there's mutual understanding there. But I assure you, not 10,000 people show up. More like, 50 or 60 or 80 a show up. For their individual show. Now when they do the duo, I've seen a couple hundred for just on a given day when they decide to do it. So I thought that was pretty special. Yellow and On Pam, I think his name is On Pam. They make a good duo. On Pam's pretty popular. Yellow's recovering from her stint of being away, playing Valiant. And they do a good job. Yellow's always after him. Well, will you start streaming? I like On Pam's attitude. He's a pretty good guy, from what I can tell. He's a rage baiter sometimes a little bit, but that's kind of a mentality that's in a lot of streamers. It's just how it's been. But you know, you can find that streamer magic. Be cautious, be careful. Who's to say how some of these people are offline? Some of them are risk adverse and pretty wild, and you got to be careful with that. Yeah, they may be real creative, real industrial, but they may be also un, unreliable in business affairs. So you got to be careful. I like soapy water. I don't know what it is. I like soapy water. Clean, clean, clean. I like it. All right, so that was the garlic. That was creative. So just choose wisely, choose your friends wisely. Keep some are out there, some are closer. Watch your numbers, watch your money. Sharing how much money you make and what kind of deals you got. Maybe something you just keep a little personal. Me talking about personal. Onion, 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 onion. I hate it when they do it like this. One small red onion. But be creative. I've seen some really great creativity out there. They say beware of the cons. Beware of the cons. I've been conned, unfortunately, to admit, many times in my life, personal and business. Don't loan out no money you can't afford to just give away. Contracts, contracts, contracts. You're in a business. This isn't just word of mouth contract like some people believe. This is contracts where you write it down, you have a lawyer look at it, and it's for real, for real. Don't be afraid to bust out a legalese. And I had prepaid legal until I went in the hospital. You can get different places give you different things. Find a good one. Once again, frauds are just everywhere. But legally, you pay for so many hours ahead of time. You get memberships. Prepaid legal. It's always good to have a lawyer. Somebody you at least know. You got an account set up with. Because if you get a deal with a company to be a rep or something like that, you need legalese to look at it. All this NDA stuff. You get in trouble with the NDA, they take your birthday. Big one right now is for Marathon. And if you get that company and wants you to rep something, partnership program or you're gonna need a lawyer. Because I assure you they have one. And don't be afraid because somebody sends you over some contract so they want you to be a rep for some headset. I seen somebody here recently get something like that. Zurich get a partnership program or a sponsor for a headset company, and don't be afraid to send it back with some changes on it. The wilder you get, the less likely it is to go through, but you can negotiate some things. Zavaler, she's got hellacious negotiating power. That woman amazes me from when I first started watching her 2 years ago, how far she's come. And of course, non-disclosure acts. You get into some of the stuff. like some people around here have. Proprietary information, IP, intellectual properties, all that stuff. You need to have somebody that knows what they're doing. And that is not me anymore. I by far never really knew I was in it, but those are mistakes I made. All right, onion. We dice that thing up. Onion, mushrooms. 6 ounces of creamily mushrooms. 8 ounces. We can do 8 ounces. Because I'll tell you a story. I worked for the Fortune 100 company at the ripe old age of 23. Straight out of trade school for the most part, a couple months. I was working a full time job already at Medex, a medical manufacturing plant, and maintenance, and I was working in the office at an air conditioning company doing billing. And I got into Johnson Controls, and a couple of years later, they were doing the Gap project, and they had all these new, just pre-release controllers, software, systems, intellectual property information that was confidential to the company, and all that stuff. And like a brazen jumping out of an airplane at the age of 30, a skill or a skill, risk adverse individual. I flew to Gap Corporate, which was our customer. They paid us $20 million to do the project, and interviewed out there because they were restructuring, and I was looking for a new job in California, San Francisco, and they were asking me all kinds of IP questions, intellectual property, confidentiality, NDA, everything. And something in the back of my head said, "Shut the hell up." I said, "I can't talk about that unless you hire me." So, and they had guys, heavy management guys, ask me all kinds of questions. Sage. So I almost got myself in like mega super trouble. I did not get the job because I did not answer their questions, but I think it was all I was pulled out there to get information anyway. Alright. So, I got, look at the limbs on that thing. That don't look good. What is that? But I almost got in all kinds of trouble. I shut the hell up. I was out there for, I was in Georgia, interviewed at SRI. I don't even think they're in business anymore. So I was there for 2 days, flew in from Ohio, and I was in Atlanta. Man, that freaking city is freaking, the freeway system is a nightmare. And then out to California for 2 days. I think it was 5 days altogether. Had me a nice little hotel with uh, a uh, a kitchen and a stove and the whole spiel. Walked around Gap Corporate, met a bunch of important people, looking like a hillbilly. I don't think I owned a suit. Just dressed like I wore to work. But it got serious that quick. Everybody was asking me. They asked me in Atlanta. They asked me at a bunch of people. Promised me NASCAR, where you can drive a NASCAR around the track and get me in to do all that stuff, and promised me the world. And here's the kicker. And about, I don't know, 6 months later, a year later, I found, or a year later, year and a half, Gap sued Johnson Controls for $20 million, and they won. For all that stuff that the installers didn't install right, caused a bunch of problems. Hell, they didn't have all the bugs worked out of it. Kind of like what we're seeing with the portal. Stuff missing, stuff not working right. So we're gonna 1 pack of this and a cup of this. It was close. I could have had my ass in all kinds of hot water. And them people, corporate espionage and all that stuff, ain't nothing to mess around with. Alright, where are we? We need another bowl. Two tablespoons of parsley. Oh, that smells good. That's a little bit more than 2 tablespoons. Alright. Get this started. But you get yourself in serious trouble real fast just by yapping. Just by yapping. So watch what you say, especially if you get something like, you know, marathon going on or whatever else. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. But don't be afraid to get out there. I know anxiety, you start thinking about all these things, and anxiety just creeps up and just eats your brain whole. You just want to stream, play video games, and make money. Well, if that's what you want to do, talk to different companies and get partnered up with them. Content creators, you know, situated and get situated with Twitch and take care of your customers, the chatters. Weed out the bad ones that are causing problems in your chat. Get them out of there. And happy. It's that easy. You're just gonna have to go on Twitch and go on TikTok and go on Instagram, and you're gonna have to go around and pull in your clients, your customers, your chatters. You get to get them interested with YouTube videos, with Twitch and videos, and with TikTok videos, and tell them where to find you. Don't be afraid. Advertise yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for them subs either. Person's got to make a living. Biddies, if you can't sub, I understand. Give me a biddy. I need a biddy. I hate these scissors. They're $7. But I can tell you, from the 2 years I've been streaming on Twitch, it takes a hell of a lot of hard work to get viewers. I haven't gone on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, but I haven't put my stuff out there. I put my stuff on YouTube. Put my stuff out there. I'm 50 years old here in a couple weeks. A little old to be doing some of this, some would say. I'm having a good time. It helps me grow. It helps me develop my skills. I'm very happy. I'm happy with the people we got in chat. Always trying to get in more. It's all my skill level for playing Destiny. But it takes a lot of hard work to get viewers, and these people that are... I had to take months off when I did my this last year. I had to do the remodeling the house. I kept chat advised. I took pictures and put them in Discord, which I still think are there. And a few hung around. A few come and visit. But it's real, once you start losing viewers, it's real hard to get them back. So the people going on sabbaticals, I can understand you need a mental break. I really do. Since I am, suffering GAD and PTSD and bipolar and all that. hard to come by. You gotta take care of your customers. Chat's your customer. They're buying your service or your entertainment. Some of them become friends or, people you know a little bit better and stuff like that. Some people are family. But I don't do nothing that I wanted to, that's another thing. There's nothing I want to put on here that I wouldn't want my parents to see, or maybe if I screwed up and shared one of mom or grandma's recipes, mom would shoot me. Send dad over, shoot him, shoot that boy. Other than that, if you're proud of what you do, you shouldn't have a problem. It says fry the sausage in the sausage kind of way. Then take the sausage out. Remove to a bowl. Add garlic, onion, and mushrooms and sage to a skillet. This guy here. Then add kale and brown rice after 5 or 6 minutes. Kind of a convoluted recipe. I overdid it this week too. I am feeling it. I got more to do yet. I gotta sweep them off the house, clean the kitchen good. I think I mentioned that. And whatever else miscellaneous pops up. I can't wait to bust out the Christmas lights this year. That's how excited I am for our holidays, guys. I can't wait to bust out the Christmas lights. You gotta wait a month, Eldo. I hear you guys now. I hear you. I hear you from all the way over there. Wherever there is. You gotta wait a month. I think about mid-November I'll put my Christmas lights up. I'm feeling it this year, guys. I feel it in my bones. I'm a happy soul. I'm a happy soul. about Christmas lights, kibbles, thinking about eating these. I'm getting hungry. Put all my decorations up. Where am I going to put them in the kitchen? Hang up. I'm going to hang my stockings. Duke's been gone now since 2020. But I still hang up his stocking every year. He got a stocking my sister gave me. I still hang it up. She said I sent her a couple pictures before over the last couple years. And she sees it and she gets almost teary-eyed. That dog was a very loved dog. I think I will. I'll hang them up over there. Get some more Christmas lights. Put some Christmas lights up in the house. My little Charlie Brown. I was thinking about my little Charlie Brown Christmas tree goes over there. But then I thought nobody could see him on the camera. I thought about that corner right there. He's about that tall. My little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I don't see any more reds. It's a little brown. I like it that way. I smell the maple. It smells oh so good. It smells so good. I love Bob Evans sausage. Gotta get the other stuff in here. It's starting to burn. I'm gonna worry about turning one of these burners on with my big belly. Smoke detector's gonna go off. Oh, that smells good. Onions and garlic. With that. Making a mess everywhere I go though. Sage. The brown rice. And the kale. minutes, not 5 or 6 minutes, but the rice or the mushrooms are definitely dry. I don't think I've had those before. Alright. Then what do we do? Generous pinch of salt and pepper. Alright. Now the parsley. It's a little bit much. I'll be eating this separate. I wonder if I could freeze it. Where's my sister at? That. got that taken care of. I gotta add the cheese. Gotta clean up some of my mess. Plenty of sage. It needs to cool down before I put the cheese on it. Pardon me. Ugh. Do a couple dishes here too. back to war stories this morning already. Reruns. Nothing like an old time one to tell us war stories. You'll get there too. Hopefully you got people to hear them. Alright. We're going to put cheese on the stuff. Cut this up first. Oh, that smells so good. I don't think you can eat these like you can other seeds. I don't know. Still didn't cut it even. One will definitely be more done than the other. Safety first. I just do it that way. There's probably better ways to do it. Alright. Small incision. Alright. How long would you say? 5,000 years? "45 minutes. Because that side's bigger than that side. Because my cut went way awry. Alright. Now what's this about cheese? Did I get some fancy cheese? Guru. Whatever. Okay. Never had that, I don't think. I don't think I have. Guru. 1 cup. 4 ounces. I wouldn't say that much. Tastes like old dry cheddar cheese. Sharp. Man. Good stuff everywhere. Ow. Kick the refrigerator. I am making butternut squash and salmon fillets. So they are awesome. My little niece, Madeline, how are you doing? This is the stuffing for it. The butternut squash. So I've been making that. Good morning. How are you today? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Madeline, how you're sick? You never get sick. You're like me. You never get sick. What do you get sick from? Is your nose running? Are you coughing? Do you got a cough? Oh well, thank you. I appreciate it. My little niece, I got to talk to her. She's an attention getter there. So if I miss you for a second, Z, I don't mean to. It is good to see you on this Sunday morning. I appreciate you guys being here. I do. Making a little autumn feeling, little that kind of thing. Get the butternut squash. If you're not unfamiliar with it, I got two. I'll make one later. So I got the other one in the fridge, or other one in the stove. It's going to cook for about 45 minutes. I got the acorn squash for next weekend. yes, it is the first meal of the day, but it's kind of like a brunch. I cook kind of like a dinner kind of thing, but with the people in Europe and Asia and all over everywhere, this is a good time to kind of hit everybody. My sister's not overly busy in the morning. She's Net's wife, I think is her handle. That's my little niece on there with her. It is going to be wonderful. It's going to make me want to chill out the rest of the day. I got so much stuff. I mean, this is for four. So this is the first time I've cooked this, and I am working my way through the recipe very, very slowly today. So I wanted to try. I've always wanted the fall things and the fall squashes and all that kind of stuff. My mom got me into it when I was younger, and when I hung out on the farm, she's always talking about squash and this and that, and so I'm taking the passion up that she has and doing my own little squash thing. So it's turned out to be pretty fun so far. I've talked business and politics about destiny. Yeah, because my birthday's in a couple weeks. I turned 50, and so I wanted to celebrate the fall. And I seen these in the ad, and I was like, I want to do that. It's a fall festivity, kind of leading my way up to my birthday. And I really, really wanted to do this, so I'm having fun. It is a good time. Little seeds got a mind of their own. Pardon me. My birthday is October 27th, 1975. No, I don't mind asking. I put it out there. I let people know that I'm 50 on here, so it doesn't people try to get paranoid and think I'm trying to pull something over on their eyes. Well, thank you. My sister-in-law, my brother Eli, my youngest brother. I have three or two other brothers. She made this for James, which is on game night on Monday nights. Madeline's sister, or Madeline's father, he got one, and I got one. I think my sister got one too. The Star Wars and all those kind of things. Very nice. I like it. It doesn't quite fit me well enough, but you know, I got a Santa Claus belly. What can I say? The plans for my birthday. My birthday's on the 27th. There's a Bachelor Cooking Sunday on the 26th. That Sunday. Since my birthday's on a Monday, and we're going to have fried, um, well, French fries, the world's crispiest fries, and which they're not. They're hardly that, but that's what the recipe calls them. And we're gonna have Kinders, hamburgers on the grill with Colby Jack cheese on them, and a birthday cake. I'm gonna make an angel food birthday cake. Angel food's my favorite. So I'm gonna do that. Even bought the went out $13. $13 and bought this. So it should make it easier, I'm hoping. I don't know, it should. It's not probably not the right one, but I tried. There you go. Get a little something, something for yourself too, hopefully. Hopefully he's got the truck. You can pile things that you want in the truck. You can pick up some pretty cool stuff at estate sales. There you go. There's all kinds of stuff to be had. Some people boxes they sell. What's in this box? You sell the whole box. You get all kinds of stuff in the box, and you don't know what half of it is, but you wanted that cooking dish or whatever it is. It's fun, exciting, a little adventurous. It's a good thing, good healthy thing to do. Lats, what is happening? How are you doing? It's been forever. The party has started, my dear friend. It's butternut squash with stuffed butternut squash and salmon patties. Once we get a little bit farther ahead, those are going to cook super fast. So I'm going to get the squash cooked and situated all at once, and then I'll get the foodie out and we'll cook the salmon, and then it'll be lunch. Well, congratulations. That is awesome. Fatherhood should suit you very well, lads. Suit you very well. Congratulations. Yes, congratulations. That is the most awesomest thing I've heard today. Even though there's heard some pretty awesome things, that's pretty awesome. Do you know if it's going to be a boy or a girl yet, or are you still working those things out? Awesome. That is exciting. Very exciting. I wish you well with that. Fatherhood is a lifetime commitment. Not just starting today or when you found out. It is a lifetime commitment. Little ones that need you when they're 20 or 25, your little girl or your little boy got a divorce with his wife, or she getting out of college, or whatever it happens to be. It's a lifetime. They come first. That is the priority. They come first, and you will never lose when you do that. I've been doing awesome. I just had some truck repairs. Uh, Threw out about $900 to get it fixed. I got that fixed on Wednesday. Other than that, going to therapy, doing very good in therapy. It's always good. Even if you don't think you need it, sometimes just checking in with somebody that's just got a perspective, it does a lot of good. It does a lot of good. So I missed this Wednesday's session, but I'm going to go and get all fired up here in a couple weeks and get seeing him again. See, other than that, I've been working on the house. I had a big remodeling job done this last spring, a $13,500 remodeling job. I got the floors. I don't know the floors. These are new cabinets. These are all new cabinets, and all new floors throughout the house. All new plumbing. All the plumbing underneath everything, from the spigots all the way down to the hot water tank. I got a new hot water tank. I got all kinds of stuff done. It looks great. The Spectrum guy was in here the other day, about 2 weeks ago, checking on my stuff and gave me a new modem and stuff like that. And reported to corporate what problems I was having because he couldn't fix them here in the field. And he says, "Your house looks really nice." And I said, "Thank you, sir. Thank you." So I said, "I just had a big remodeling job done. All the floors." Well, thank you. You can see it on Instagram too. They're floorboards. They're laminate, but they're tiles. I guess they are tiles. I like them a lot. They're really heavy duty, real nice. I paid for them, so I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So fixing up the house. Had a couple water leaks. Just had a water leak fixed up a couple weeks ago. He didn't want to come here anymore, and I didn't want to see him anymore. And I just wanted the things he was supposed to do. I got paid him so much money to do, to fix, and he fixed it. So hopefully, knock on wood, that is the end of stuff. But I got until January, February to the warranty. I got a whole new bathroom too. I got a walk-in shower. I got a new commode, new vanity, new paint. These floors are in the bathroom too. It is marvelous. All right. Well, I'll make sure everybody behaves. I love you, Madeline. I'm sorry you're not feeling good. I love you. Hugs, 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 hugs. Big hugs for my little bestest bud, my bestest friend, little Madeline. love you. I hope you get feeling better. Oh, I fixed the emojis, Madeline, so you can emoji now. You won't get in trouble. I banded Nightbot, or whatever his name was, Nightbot. I hope you get feeling better, little one. I am an old guy. I turn 50 in a couple weeks, Madeline. It'll be my birthday. And you will always be my little niece. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. You're a big girl. You're getting bigger. Your mom says you're growing like a weed. This here is a painting. That's Cade 6 from Destiny, the game that you and your dad and I play. That's Cade 6, a big hunter, a big famous. Your dad's a hunter. Takes after him. He's a famous hunter. So it's the painting, or it's a picture display. I love Destiny, guys. The other black thing. This is just a towel. Other than that, there's the Star Wars stuff that this here that Aunt Ashley made me, made your mom too. Bunch of Star Wars stuff. These are just regular hot grippers. This here, oh yes, it's a cutting board. It's white. That's white. Well, since you're not feeling good, do you get to stay home tomorrow from school? Huh? Stay home tomorrow from school? Play around the house? It has black candles, that's right. That sounds marvelous. French toast. I seen Zerwig make some French toast in an air fryer. She made a big old batch for her and her boyfriend, and it looked awesome. Awesome. This French toast sounds really, really good. Those breakfast the what is it? The pancake syrup sausage sandwiches over at McDonald's. I get those with a double sausage on them. McGriddle with a double sausage. Those things are awesome, but I think they charge My dad got me one last time you went, and I think it was like $8. Dan, good to have you back, sir. "17 minutes until, oh, and they're drizzling goop. They're drizzling goop in there. Oh, that's not good, Dan. Well, at least you got her. Nothing happened. And you're alright, huffing and puffing a little bit, maybe. All the exciting news. Dan, Latz is going to have a little baby in 6 months. So, goodwill and happy thoughts out to him. He just found out. So, that's good news. That is great news. He's so excited. Let's see what else the recipe has to say here. I think I can wash some of my stuff. Standing here like a bump on a log. Standing like a bump on a log. Do I need that? I need that. quarter cup of Parmesan cheese. A quarter cup. Don't they know that stuff's expensive? My birthday is the 27th. And from the things that I've seen in my life, I don't get into the spooky too much. Sometimes I fall into it. Mostly what I'm going to do is on the 26th, which is a Bachelor Cooking Sunday, I'm going to cook angel food cake and all that kind of stuff. And Kinder's hamburgers and some fries. And just have a good time, hang out with Chad, make some cheeseburgers really. And just enjoy life. So that's what my big Halloween celebration is. We all are celebrating, but it's my birthday on the 27th. I've always been a Halloween kind of baby, and I've seen all kinds of wild and crazy people, so I stay away from anything evil related. It'll be fun. Relax, enjoy the weather. Probably have a frost by then. Just watch the trees change color. Go over to the park in town here. The town's got a park I've never been to. Go over there, hang out for a minute, walk around, take a breath. I don't know about you, sir, but my life has been screaming by this summer. I said I wasn't going to do nothing, hang out at the house, save money, and I don't think I've done anything but. You're pretty smart for 12 there, Madeline. Um, your dad's at work and won't be home until his next day off is Tuesday, so he gets off to work tomorrow night, is Friday night. And she doesn't want to get in trouble with dad. She loves Dad. She doesn't want to get Dad's bad side. How does that taste? Sitting smelling, it smells awesome. Put that cheese in there. Oh, that is very good. Nice selection in rice too. That India Himalaya brown rice, very good. Okay, have fun. I'm so excited for you, sir. I'm so excited. Plus, isn't Destiny inappropriate? Yes, by chance, Madeline, Destiny is for people that are 17 and older, like your sister, 16. 13 plus. Dan would know. Dan, that is awesome. That is awesome, Dan. Teen for teenagers. That's what I was thinking, Dan, the original Destiny. I played the first Destiny. James, Maddie's dad and I, he got me into it. We played and played, but we had no idea anything about uh, anything. We didn't. All we knew was a couple DLCs, and we just played to play. We just ran around the board and shot bad guys, looking for something fun and exciting. Never really finding any of it because it was in the dungeons or wherever it was. But we still had a great time. I bought a whole bunch of DLC for it. Pardon me. You're always welcome with us, Z. Always welcome with us. Dan's always the heavy guns. He always takes out all the monsters. He's awesome. Watching our backs. I don't know about you're the one that carries me in Green Master content. I had a hard time the other day in Legendary on the new story on the Edge of Fate story. Get up there towards the second to last monster and kick my butt. Ooh, squash smells so awesome. Thanks, Z. You take care of yourself. Be careful out there. Be careful. That's a lot of food. We're gonna need that again. Can't hear nothing when this thing is on. Sorry. It is getting ready to take off. That is the air fryer. That is the air fryer. take a picture of this. Serious face. This is me chilling out. This is what I look like. Deep in thought all the time. Who's gonna be done first? Is it the fish or the squash? That look good. That looks good, guys. I want to just tear into it like I was a bachelor. I got company. I got to behave. I got to eat, like I got some official sense. Two, one, bing! Bing. I say it's done. Those are awfully thin, man. I say they're a little too done. We can use that over here. It's been a messy kind of day. Alright. I don't know how that's going to taste later on, but we did it. I did not put that much salt on it. There it is. Stuffed butternut squash with rice and sausage and cheese, sage, parsley, rice, brown rice, and a salmon fillet. It's not the best cut of fish, but and it's a little overcooked, but it'll be all right. So we say a little prayer. Thank you, Lord, for the food and the friends. Amen. Let's test the fish. Salt. Well, thanks, Stan. Yes, it is. It's not bad. I usually cook all my fish in the oven. I had the oven preoccupied, so we had to try something different, out of the comfort zone. For cheap fish, this is the highest price fish I paid. Not bad. Not bad. Probably better in the oven. This smells amazing with all the fresh herbs and the onions and the garlic. thanks, Dan. Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is much healthier. You got that autumn feel to it, the fall weather, the finishing off for the gardens, the harvest, and it is very good. That's a healthy winter. I like how Dan put that. Healthier meal. What a way to start into my 50th birthday. Everybody knows I need to lose a little. Everybody knows the thyroids and medications. But eating healthy is a half the battle. You got to eat healthy. So I failed at that miserably. So I'm glad to have a beautiful meal here and share it with you guys. My nose is running. It was hot. It was so tasty. All this, the sage and all the all the fresh herbs and the onions and just a melody on your mouth. Please try it. It's in Discord and take a reckoning to what I mentioned at the beginning. If you missed out on it, if you're interested, check it out. Don't give up hope on Destiny. Many of us still love Destiny, still want Destiny back. This is just a low point as they're going through a restructuring, and they'll talk about that more, I'm sure, in the future. And we'll see the new and improved Destiny. It's not going to be the same. Change is always constant. There's always going to be change in everybody's life and your personal. You should be changing personally to grow, but life is change, and if you stop changing, you're really in trouble. So it's just another phase in life. So don't give up hope. I'm gonna be there. I hope you're there too. I love you guys. It has been awesome. Little Madeline, I don't know if you're still out there, sweetheart. I hope you get feeling better. I'll call and talk to you here after a little bit after I get cleaned up. Talk to your mom. And I hope you get feeling better. Dan, thank you for being here. Zur and Lats and everybody, congratulations. And this totally awesome news to drop in chat today. I love stuff like that. That is so awesome. My prayers go out to you. Lats, I pray to God that the baby's fine, healthy. You have a beautiful and prosperous life together, you and your family. Amen. I really do hope so. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning for the start of Double Destiny. Game night is at tomorrow night at 8 p.m. It's Destiny all day, guys. Like I told you, I love it. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you later. You're welcome, Dan.